Okay, now, my other video showed how I sliced these. This is celery and one lone little green tomato. Sliced my tomatoes, did my cabbage, my onions, and my cucumbers, and my peppers in my Black & Decker food processor, and I said I was going to make several items. Well, the first thing I'm going to make is some stuffed mushrooms. So here's my mushrooms, and I'll get a little bowl and put some stuff together. I'll wash my mushrooms, and I'll show you what I'm making, or how I make it. So I'll be right back. Okay, now I know there are some people who think you don't have to wash your mushrooms. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not one of those people. I don't think they're dirty, but I do like to wash them to get that stuff they're grown in off. Now, I de-stemmed them, and there's my stems, and I'm going to freeze those stems so I can save them for something else. So they'll be frozen, and I'll use them in soup or stir fry or whatever the case might be. But now notice how I have some mushrooms here and they're different sizes. Well, notice that I've got the bigger ones to the outside of the pan. Just like when you bake a cake, the center is the last thing to get done. Well, the bigger mushrooms are on the outside, so they'll get the most heat. And the smaller mushrooms are on the inside, so they're going to cook slower, and then they'll be more uniform at the end. Of course, the bigger ones are not going to cook as much as the little ones, and there's nothing I can do there. But I want to cook them all at the same time, so I'm going to use that little science thing there where the big ones are on the outside and they'll get a little more heat, and the little ones on the inside will cook pretty much at the same rate. So now just a second and I'll get my bowl and we'll make the filling for these mushrooms. Okay, here's what I'm going to stuff my mushrooms with. Now remember, everything I've got here can be used in something else, so if I make too much stuffing, that's okay. So I'm going to put a little bit of cabbage in the stuffing, and I'm going to put the onions in the stuffing, and I'm going to put the peppers in the stuffing, and I'm going to top them with cheese. So I think I want a little bit more peppers in there. Yeah, and no, yeah, that's it, right there. So I'm just going to mix this up. And I'll be right back because I'm going to put a wee bit of cheese in each one first and then put the stuffing. So hold on, we'll be right back. So now you'll notice I used just the smallest amount of cheese in there, and what that's going to do is going to help the stuffing to stay in the mushroom. So now I'm going to stuff each mushroom. And when I get finished stuffing all these mushrooms, I'll bring you back. Okay, I really stuffed those mushrooms. I ended up having to make a little bit more. Now, you might be thinking that raw cabbage inside those mushrooms is never going to cook. Well, remember that mushrooms have a lot of moisture. So the steam from those mushrooms cooking will cook that cabbage. Now, if I put a cup of cabbage in there, probably not. But I put just a few little bits of cabbage in each one, so the steam from the mushrooms is just going to cook it just fine. Now here's the cheese I'm using. Now remember, I put a little bit of cheese first to help hold the stuffing in, and now I'm going to cover each mushroom with cheese. Generous amount. So let me get this cheese on here and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got them really good covered with cheese. Now I have some Italian seasoning here, and I'm going to sprinkle just a wee bit of that over the top. And I have some parsley flakes here, and I'm going to sprinkle them over the top. And I think I'm going to go one more bit, a little Italian here, so hold on. I'm going to get some Parmesan cheese. So, hold on. Okay, here we go. Parmesan cheese. Okay, now these will go in the oven for however long it takes for that cheese to melt and for them to get crispy on top. So I'll bring you back when I do that. 350 degrees, I don't know, I'm guessing 30 minutes. So we'll be back. Okay, y'all. Stuffed mushrooms are out of the oven and they look good. They were in there 350 degrees about 45 minutes. And they're looking good. So just a second here, I'll plate a couple of them up and we'll have Ernie do a taste test. So be right back. Okay, I've got a couple of them plated up here and I got one cut in half. Ernie can do a taste test. Ernie, you can just pick them up with your fingers. You don't have to use a fork. See what you think.
Hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Just got out of the oven. Oh, you're going to use a fork. Okay.
Hot.
Well, yeah, it's hot. It just came out of the oven.
Hey.
Say it louder.
Hey.
They don't know what nice means. You got to say good, bad, or indifferent.
Good.
It's good? Okay, so there you go, y'all. There's my stuffed mushrooms. That was out of that vegetables I cut up in the Black & Decker. And Ernie says it's good, and let me try. Yeah, that's good. So thanks for watching, y'all. Now, remember, first video was about, let me finish chewing here. First video was about me cutting those veggies up. This is the middle video, the stuffed mushrooms. And we got another one still. You need to watch the one where I made the coleslaw, the salad, and then the one where I'm making the bacon and the cream cheese. But there's the stuffed mushrooms, and they're good. So thanks for watching.